this, I have to speak in English. So, but again, I want to thank the Icck for giving me this opportunity to come and share with you a presentation that you would probably not have expected to see in a forum like this. But I'm also thankful that I was preceded by the Indian ambassador, Mr. Venkatraman, as well as Mr. Sikka, who have kind of set the stage for me to come and talk to you about what I'm going to talk to you next. The ambassador talked about a very interesting thing. He's talked about the strong partnership between Korea and India. He also talked about how important it was, how important the automotive industry was in India. And the most important point that he made was how, when you're talking about the two-wheelers, it's about 16 million units, two and three-wheelers, 16 million units are being sold every year, how that is all going to transition over the next few years. Maybe it's going to take 10, 20 years, but how it's all going to transition to four-wheelers. Now, that same story was carried forward by Mr. Venkatraman from Tata Motors. And again, yes, he talked about how strong, what a strong potential India has in the automotive sector. And he also talked about how Tata is playing such an important role in the growth of the automotive industry in India. And he talked about how they're going to introduce about 6 models over the next few years. And again, that's so to that extent, then we talk about Mahindra's when Mr. Sikka came here, and he talked about how localization is going to be preferred very strongly. And that's all because of the pressure on the Indian rupee. And then, again, one of the things that Mr. Sikka talked about was R&D facilities to be put in India. And from a Mahindra standpoint, he talked about lots of opportunities, cross opportunities from automotive to tractors and commercial vehicles. With all this in mind, now I'm sure that you're very excited about taking the next flight to India and saying how you can start business there. But then that's really where we offer a solution where we can help. So this is Mahindra Rise, which is Mahindra's Investment Banking Solutions. Now, at the end of the day, you're going to probably require a joint venture. You want to set up some operations there. You will want partners to partner with. And you're wondering, sitting out here in Seoul, in Korea, you're wondering how you could accomplish this. Because India, as Mr. Sikka mentioned, there are 3 clusters. There's the north, there's the west, there's the south, and the distances are far. The culture is very different from the north to the south, from the east to the west. So how are you going to negotiate all that? How are you going to deal with it? And that's really where, again, Mahindra can help, and Mahindra Investment Banking Solutions can help. See, our vision is to provide reliable, creative, and competitive investment banking solutions. And we do that by adhering to highest ethical and global professional standards. Now, Mahindra has done a lot of M&A deals. We started this journey in 2005, and since then we have completed over 60 transactions and over $5 billion in deals. We have over 100 years of experience on a cumulative basis, and we have recently a large team, and we are building that team here in Korea to help you. Now let's look at what we've done in Mahindra's. It was founded in 2005 as an in-house advisory mergers and acquisition services. So we were just doing it in-house, we were just doing it for the Mahindra's. But then, as we've grown bigger, we are one of the most active acquirers amongst the Indian conglomerates. We have a broad range of service offerings, and we have closed more than 60 deals with about $5 billion in transaction value. We have a highly skilled team, and we have very strong global networks and relationships. And some of the areas that we cover are in the aerospace, aftermarket, agribusiness, automotive, and as you can see, there's a whole list of industries. But what is most interesting is most of the biggest transactions that we have done has been in the automotive industry. Now, as you can see, We have over 100 plus years in cumulative experience. We have done 60 and more than 60 transactions. We have covered 18 sectors. It's again $5 billion. And as you can see, that when you look at the Indian conglomerates, Mahindra ranks at one of the highest in terms of how many deals we have done. Now, this is what we investment bankers, we in the finance community call the tombstones. And these are all the transactions that has been done in the recent years. And as you can see, I mean, definitely SsangYong is one of the most prominent transactions that we've done there. Now, we have done transactions all over the world, so it's not, doing international deals is nothing new to us, but for us, again, we can do that in India and we can provide that great service in India for you. And again, we have Mahindra Investment Banking Solutions has won a number of awards. We have won the awards from the CNBC, and we have won the Best CFO Award from Yes Bank, and plus the M&A Plus Awards. Now, what kind of products do we offer? We offer deal sourcing, so which means if you are looking for a partner, we can identify that partner, we can bring that partner to you, and we can vet that partner, and we can make sure that that partner is the right partner for you, and we can bring that partner for you. We can do your acquisitions, we can do your joint ventures, we can go through all the regulatory issues and help you navigate through the regulatory issues. We can do your post-acquisition integration. We can help you with that because now you've acquired yourself a company, you acquired yourself a business, you acquired yourself a joint venture. How do you integrate that with your parent company here in Korea? We have experience both from the Korean side as well as from the Indian side. And then we can raise funding for you. A lot of times you want to do a joint venture, you want to do an acquisition, and you want to raise some funds, we can help you do that. So this would be a leveraged buyout for you, having raised funding in India. And the most important thing is we can kind of completely, this whole process can be outsourced for you, and which way we can take the risk and we can take the responsibility. So in addition to that, again, as I had mentioned, we are private equity ready, which means Mahindra itself can invest with you, along with you, to enter the Indian market. And then we can have succession planning strategies for you of how you want to manage the business. We can help you with your growth strategies, and more very importantly, we can help you with cost savings and cost optimization strategies. So now, let's look at the capabilities. There's inorganic strategies. This is basically like when we have relationships where we can do your global landscaping, we can do your acquisitions, we can do your corporate structuring, including mergers, demergers, joint ventures, technical assistance. We can take care of all your regulatory needs in India. And I can tell you that having done a number of deals in India, there are a lot of regulatory issues. And at the same time, from a post-acquisition standpoint, we can manage your post-acquisition integration. India's entry strategy, first of all, you need to understand the market, and you need to understand the regulations, you need to understand the competition, and of course, you already have an understanding of the industry thanks to Mr. Sekar and Mr. Becker. And with that, you will have to choose your entry options. And that is where, again, so Mahindra can help with either the JV acquisition or the JV search partner, the valuation, the business plan, the structuring, the negotiations, and even the fundraising. And finally, the business solutions, where again Mahindra can help through your post-M&A support and integration. Now, Mahindra does not, as I mentioned, Mahindra just does not do business in India or do acquisitions and joint ventures in India. We are very connected on an international level. So we have done deals in Spain and Israel, and We are on the database, we are connected to the database of a lot of different M&A companies, and this is one of the things which where we are connected to the M-Square M&A Alliance, so we are internationally connected on the M&A side. And with that, we have more than 150 alliance partners in over 25 countries. So lastly, we offer we offer the value proposition. We have substantial experience in domestic and international acquisitions and joint ventures, and we have a wide range of experience. We have a wide network, and so if anyone is interested in pursuing this further, or if you are interested in contacting some Indian partner, please let me know. I will have my business card available for you, and and you can contact me, and I'll put you in touch with the right people with Mahindra's investment banking arm, and we will take it from there. And I want to thank you very much for your patience.